On a rainy Tuesday morning, I realized I was broke. Again. Not because of a big mistake, but because of one bad money habit I didn't even know I had. And what happened next helped me triple my savings in just 10 months, without earning a single extra dollar. I wasn't buying anything big. No luxury trips, no designer clothes. Just small things, lunches, streaming apps, late-night takeout. So where did my money go? That morning, something clicked. I didn't need to make more money. I needed to understand how I was spending it. I needed a better personal finance habit, not another budget I'd forget in a week. That's when I started one simple habit that changed everything. I didn't just learn how to track my expenses. I learned how to see them clearly. 10 months later, I had 3 times more in my savings account, without making more money. The simple spending habit that helped me save more without budgeting. After that rainy morning, I didn't download a budgeting app. I didn't follow a strict plan. Instead, I tried something new, something simple. I started a habit I now call intentional spending tracking. Every time I spent money, I stopped for 3 seconds and asked myself one question. Why am I buying this? Then I wrote the answer down. Not just the amount, but the reason behind it. Lunch, $12. Forgot to cook again, feeling stressed. Amazon, $29. Bored at night. Saw an ad online. This new money habit didn't feel like a rule. It felt like a conversation with myself. I wasn't telling myself, don't spend. I was simply noticing why I was spending. Over time, this small step helped me spot patterns, emotional spending, lifestyle inflation, and lazy purchases I didn't even notice before, and habits I didn't even know I had. This wasn't about cutting back. It was about mindful spending. And that awareness helped me make better choices, one purchase at a time. If you want to track your expenses in a way that actually sticks and helps you build long-term frugal living habits, try this. It's one of the best saving money tips I've ever used, and it completely changed how I think about money. Why budgeting fails, and this simple habit works in real life. Most people try budgeting apps or expense trackers, but burn out fast because they feel like strict rules. They list their income, set spending limits, and hope to stick with it. But for many of us, including me, budgets often fail. Why? Because they feel like rules, strict, boring, and easy to forget. What worked better for me was something more human, intentional spending tracking. It's not about saying no to everything. It's about asking why before you spend. Psychologists say that when we become more aware of our actions, we change our behavior without even trying. This is called self-awareness, and it's a powerful tool in personal finance. When I started noticing the emotions behind my purchases, stress, boredom, even happiness, I started making smarter choices. Budgeting feels like punishment, but mindful spending feels like control. I didn't need willpower to stop buying random things online. I just needed to understand that I was using shopping to avoid stress. Even small moments made a big difference. I began walking instead of calling an Uber, cooking instead of ordering food, and asking myself if I really needed that third streaming service. The result? I spent less without feeling restricted. My savings grew, and I felt more confident about money. If you've tried budgeting and failed, don't give up. Just try this one thing. Pay attention. That simple shift in mindset became the best of all my financial habits, and one of the most effective saving money tips I could ever share. Here's what surprised me the most. I didn't spend a lot less money. I just spent it smarter. When I started tracking my spending with intention, I thought I would feel guilty or stressed. But instead, I felt more in control. I still spent money, but now it was on things that actually made me happy or helped my life. For instance, I stopped buying stuff late at night just because I was bored. I canceled a few apps and subscriptions I didn't even use, saving me over $80 a month. But I also started spending more on things that added real value, like quality groceries and fitness classes I actually enjoyed. You don't have to cut everything out. You just need to know what matters. That's how I began making better choices without feeling like I was missing out. I wasn't being cheap. I was being intentional. And that mindset helped me build long-term savings without sacrificing my lifestyle. If you want to know how to manage money better, start by noticing how your spending feels. It's one of the most unexpected but effective saving money tips I've ever used. How I structured the habit without burning out. Building a new habit can feel hard. That's why I kept it simple, so I wouldn't quit after a few days. I knew this needed to be easy, or I wouldn't keep doing it. So here's how I built my intentional spending tracking habit without getting burned out. First, I didn't use any fancy apps. I opened a free Google Sheet and made 3 columns. What I bought, how much it cost, why I bought it. Then once a week, usually on Sunday, I did a quick review. I looked back at what I spent and highlighted the purchases using colors. This small step made a big impact. I started seeing patterns. For example, most of my red spending happened late at night. So, I added a rule for myself. Wait 24 hours before buying anything over $50. This gave me time to think. This routine took only 10 minutes a week, but it became one of my strongest financial habits. If you want to track your expenses without stress, keep it light, keep it clear, and make it part of your weekly routine. These small steps help me stay on track and grow my savings without feeling tired or overwhelmed. When I started this habit, I wasn't sure what would happen. But the numbers don't lie. In just 10 months, I tripled my savings without getting a raise or working extra hours. Before, I was saving about $300 a month if I remembered. Most months, that money disappeared into random expenses. Once I started tracking my spending with intention, things changed fast. By month 3, I was saving over $650 a month. I was still buying things, but they had more meaning. No more late-night shopping or wasted subscriptions. By month 6, I hit $900 a month. And by month 10, I consistently saved over $1,000 every month. The best part? I didn't let the money sit. I moved it into a high-yield savings account. A smart move for anyone serious about financial independence or building stealth wealth. Some of the best tools I used were Ally, SoFi, or Wealthfront. All great options for anyone looking to save more money and earn interest. These numbers didn't come from cutting out fun or working 80 hours a week. They came from smart financial habits and better awareness. If you're wondering how to save more money, don't wait for a perfect moment. Start by being more intentional, and your savings will follow. What I didn't expect. When I started tracking my spending, I thought it was just about saving money. But something unexpected happened. I started feeling less stressed and had more time. Before, I was always worrying. Did I overspend? Can I afford this? Where did my paycheck go? That constant money stress made me tired and anxious. But once I built this habit, I finally had financial peace of mind. I didn't have to check my bank account every day. I knew where my money was going and why. That confidence gave me more mental space to focus on other things. My work, my health, and even fun. Surprisingly, I also spent less time shopping online or browsing deals I didn't need. That freed up hours each week. The biggest benefit? I felt calm. That's something no budget ever gave me. If you want to reduce money stress, this small habit might be the best of all saving money tips you'll ever try. Why intentional spending is the best money habit for 2025. Recently, it's easier than ever to spend money without thinking. One-click shopping, tap to pay, and ads on every screen make emotional spending almost automatic. Many people spend money not because they need something, but because they're bored, stressed, or distracted. That's why intentional spending tracking works so well right now. It breaks the habit of subconscious spending and brings awareness back to your choices. When money becomes digital, we stop seeing it as real. But writing down why you spent brings your attention back. It's a simple way to fight back against mindless buying in a fast digital world. With prices rising and financial stress growing, mindful money management is more important than ever. If you want to start saving money in 2025, this habit helps you spend with purpose, not pressure. You'll feel more in control and keep more money in your pocket without giving up the things you enjoy. In the end, this habit wasn't about being cheap. It was about taking back financial control. I didn't triple my savings because I made more money. I did it because I finally paid attention to how I used it. Smart money habits aren't about saying no all the time. They're about choosing what truly matters. If this sounds like something you want to try, start tracking your spending today. Even 1 week can reveal habits you didn't realize were costing you peace of mind. If you try intentional spending tracking for just 1 week, you'll learn more about your money than any budget app can teach you. For me, it turned out to be the best way to manage money without stress. It's one of the most powerful saving money tips out there and a small step toward real personal finance success. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.